Are you curious about the secret to captivating a man's heart and mind? Discover the 13 feminine habits men find wildly attractive, habits that resonate deeply and enhance romantic connections. Embracing these feminine qualities can transform not just your relationship, but how you see yourself in it. But what exactly makes these traits so irresistible? It's about striking a balance between grace and strength, being both nurturing and independent. Want to know how to be more feminine? It's not about changing who you are, but highlighting the aspects of your femininity that naturally attract. From invoking his hero instinct to embracing purposeful vulnerability, understanding these subtle, powerful behaviors can redefine how you engage in relationships. Imagine a dynamic where you're not only attractive, but also cherished and respected. Ready to learn how to be feminine and attractive in your relationships? Explore how you can weave these 13 habits into your daily life, enhancing your allure and deepening your connection. Dive in and discover how to be feminine in a relationship while staying true to yourself. Unlock the secrets to becoming the best version of you, both alluring and authentic. Habit 1. Invitation. Imagine a scenario where you want to ignite that spark and bring a deeper connection into your relationship. How do you invite your partner into that space of intimacy without stepping into a directive masculine role? The answer lies in the art of creating through invitations, an approach that can amplify your feminine energy and make you irresistibly attractive. Let's explore this concept. Masculine energy is about direction and decisiveness. It's the energy that says, here's what we're going to do. It's assertive, focused, and often takes charge. On the other hand, feminine energy doesn't lead with directives. Instead, it creates invitations, opening a space for the masculine to step in and take the lead. This dynamic is not just about asking for what you want, but about how you ask for it. The feminine way of leading is subtle, powerful, and deeply alluring. Consider this. You're craving a romantic night out. Instead of saying, let's go to that new Italian restaurant this weekend, try, I would love to have a cozy romantic dinner at that new Italian place this weekend. Would you be willing to make that happen for us? Notice the shift? You've expressed your desire while inviting your partner to take the lead. You've created an opportunity for him to step into his masculine energy, fulfilling the request and making you feel cherished. This isn't just about getting what you want. It's about creating a dynamic that deepens the connection between you. It's fascinating, isn't it? The way you position your desires can transform a simple request into a powerful moment of connection. By framing your wishes as invitations, you're pulling your partner closer, engaging that seductive, magnetic energy that's incredibly attractive. It's not about relinquishing control, but rather about fostering a collaborative dynamic where both energies complement each other. Scientific studies have shown that relationships thrive when partners feel valued and needed. When you invite your partner to fulfill a desire, you're not only expressing your needs, but also empowering him to meet them. This builds a sense of accomplishment and satisfaction on both sides. It's a beautiful dance of energies, where the feminine and masculine intertwine to create something meaningful. So, how can you apply this in your life? Start small. The next time you want something, think about how you can frame it as an invitation rather than a directive. Instead of, can you pick up dinner on your way home? Try, I would love if you could bring home dinner tonight. It would make my evening so much better. See how this subtle shift changes the response and the energy between you. Are you curious to see how this approach could transform your relationship? Give it a try. Notice how your partner responds and how the dynamic between you evolves. You might just find that this simple yet powerful technique opens up new possibilities for connection and attraction in your relationship. The key is in the invitation. How will you extend yours? Habit 2. Hero size. You've set the stage perfectly, creating an environment where your partner feels invited and appreciated. You've given him a small goal, something that makes him feel like he's stepping up for you. And when he meets that goal, you don't criticize how he might have fallen short. Instead, you hero-size him. You celebrate his efforts, letting him know just how much it meant to you. Picture his reaction, his chest puffing up, a confident smile spreading across his face. He's walking taller, feeling every bit the hero you've made him out to be. This is the power of hero-sizing, a subtle yet profound way to amplify your feminine energy and deepen the connection with your partner. It's about acknowledging and appreciating his efforts, focusing on what he did well rather than nitpicking the small imperfections. When you highlight his strengths and celebrate his wins, you're tapping into his deepest desire, to be respected and valued by you. It's human nature to respond to positive reinforcement, and this is no different in relationships. When you hero-size him, he feels more capable, more masculine, and more connected to you. On the flip side, constant criticism, even if it's well-intentioned, can lead to defensiveness or withdrawal. Neither of these reactions fosters the connection you're looking for. It's not about ignoring issues or pretending everything is perfect, but rather about choosing the right moments to address concerns while ensuring you're also celebrating the positives. When was the last time you hero-sized your partner? Did you notice how it impacted his mood, his confidence, and the dynamic between you two? It's a simple yet powerful habit that can bring out the best in both of you. By focusing on what he does right, you're not only building him up, but also creating a more positive and loving environment for your relationship to thrive. So, how can you start hero-sizing today? Next time he does something, even if it's small, take a moment to express your appreciation. Notice how his energy shifts when he feels acknowledged and valued. This simple act can transform the way he shows up in your relationship, making him more eager to meet your needs and more connected to you emotionally. And here's the big question. How can you consistently bring out this heroic energy in your partner? What small shifts can you make in your daily interactions to ensure you're both operating in your most empowered states? Reflect on these questions, and you'll likely find that hero-sizing isn't just a technique. It's a mindset that can fundamentally enhance the love and respect in your relationship. Habit 3. Letting him initiate. Imagine you're on a date, and the conversation flows naturally. You're enjoying yourself, but you notice you're the one driving the interaction, asking questions, suggesting where to go next, even being the first to reach out afterward. While it feels good to be in control, there's something missing. The thrill of being pursued, of letting him take the lead, hasn't had a chance to unfold. This is where the art of letting him initiate comes into play, a feminine habit that men find wildly attractive. Let's break it down. When you constantly initiate, whether it's texting first, planning dates, or pushing the relationship forward, you unintentionally take away his opportunity to step into his masculine role. At any given moment, only one person can be in pursuit. If you're the one always leading, it leaves him with little room to chase, to show his interest, and to invest in the relationship. And let's be honest, part of the allure in romance is the chase, the dance of attraction where both parties have roles that complement each other. Here's the fascinating part. Embracing your feminine energy is less about doing and more about being. It's like the ocean, vast, open, and inviting. This energy draws him in, giving him the space to step up and take action. When you allow him to initiate, you're not just passively waiting, you're actively cultivating an atmosphere where he feels empowered to lead, to invest, and to win your affection. It's in this dynamic that he finds himself more attracted to you, more committed, and more engaged in the relationship. What happens when you stop initiating? Does he step up or does he pull back? The answer often reveals the true dynamics of the relationship. By stepping back and letting him take the lead, you give him the chance to demonstrate his intentions and his interest. It's not about playing games, but about allowing the natural flow of masculine and feminine energies to find balance. Think of it like a dance. If both partners try to lead, the rhythm is lost. But when one leads and the other follows, the dance becomes fluid, harmonious, and beautiful. Similarly, when you let him initiate, you're allowing the relationship to develop in a way that feels organic and fulfilling for both of you. So how do you practice this in your daily interactions? The next time you're tempted to send that first text or plan that next date, pause. Ask yourself, what would happen if I let him take the initiative? You might be surprised at how he responds. His actions will tell you more about his feelings and intentions than any words could. The question to ponder here is, are you willing to step back and let him take the lead? Can you trust the process enough to let him show up for you? By doing so, you not only create a space for him to express his masculine energy, but you also strengthen the connection between you, making the relationship more dynamic and exciting. Habit 4. Take care of yourself. One of the most attractive qualities a woman can possess is a deep sense of self-care, not just for appearances, but as a reflection of how much she values herself. This feminine habit is like a magnet for masculine men, drawing them in with its irresistible energy. At its core, self-care goes beyond just looking good. It's about feeling good. It's not just about having the perfect makeup or the trendiest outfit. It's about nourishing your body, mind, and spirit. When you take care of yourself, you send a powerful message to the world. I respect myself, I value my well-being, and I'm worthy of love and attention. This is the energy that men find wildly attractive. It's an energy that says I'm whole on my own and I choose to share my life with someone who appreciates me as I am. What does it say about you when you prioritize your health, maintain good hygiene, and dress in a way that makes you feel fabulous? It's not about vanity, it's about honoring yourself. For instance, research has shown that regular self-care routines like getting enough sleep, eating nutritious foods, and staying active not only boost your mood but also enhance your overall attractiveness. It's no wonder that men are drawn to women who radiate vitality and confidence. These qualities are rooted in how well you care for yourself. But here's the catch. The intention behind your self-care matters. Are you pampering yourself because you love who you are, or are you trying to cover up insecurities? If your efforts stem from self-love, they naturally exude confidence and allure. On the other hand, if you're obsessing over your appearance out of a fear of not being enough, that desperate energy can repel rather than attract. The goal is to nurture yourself because it makes you happy, not because you're trying to win someone's approval. A woman who takes time to meditate, journal, and eat well is cultivating a serene and positive inner world. This tranquility is something men can sense. It's calming, inviting, and deeply feminine. She doesn't need to rely on layers of makeup or designer clothes to feel beautiful. Her beauty comes from within, and it shows in her relaxed, confident demeanor. When you approach self-care from a place of love rather than obligation, it transforms your entire being. You'll not only look more attractive, but you'll also feel more fulfilled, and that's something no one can resist. Habit 5. Purposeful vulnerability. Purposeful vulnerability is one of the most powerful tools in deepening a connection. But there's a fine line between opening up and overwhelming someone. Purposeful vulnerability means revealing parts of yourself that have been carefully processed and understood, experiences that have molded you into who you are today. This is particularly important in the early stages of a relationship. For example, you might share a story about a time when you struggled with self-acceptance or perfectionism and how you've grown from that experience. By doing so, you're not just telling a story. You're inviting the other person to see your journey and your strength. It's not about seeking pity or leaning on them emotionally, but rather about showing them the depth of your character. But why is this so effective? It's because vulnerability, when shared intentionally, builds trust. It signals that you are confident enough to be seen as you truly are. And isn't that what we all crave in a relationship? To be truly seen and accepted? However, there's a key distinction to be made here. The vulnerability you share should be from a place of resolution, not ongoing struggle. If you're still processing a difficult experience, maybe a recent breakup or a challenging family issue, it might be best to hold off on sharing those details early in the relationship. The reason? When a relationship is just beginning to bud, too much emotional weight can feel overwhelming. It's like planting a seed and then piling too much soil on top. The relationship might not have the strength to break through. On the other hand, when you share the story of a past struggle that you overcame, it can inspire admiration and respect. It's a powerful way to create an emotional connection without overwhelming the other person. For instance, research has shown that people who are able to share their vulnerabilities in a balanced way are more likely to form deeper, more meaningful relationships. It's about striking that perfect balance, revealing enough to create intimacy, but not so much that it feels like a burden. So, how do you know when it's the right time to open up? A good rule of thumb is to ask yourself, have I processed this experience enough to talk about it without seeking emotional support? If the answer is yes, then it's likely a good time to share. If not, it might be worth waiting until the relationship has a stronger foundation. In the end, purposeful vulnerability isn't just about telling your story, it's about connecting with someone on a deeper level. It's about showing that you're human, that you've faced challenges, and that you've grown from them. And that's something that any man or woman will find wildly attractive. Habit 6, smiling. She's smiling, laughing with friends, and there's a certain lightness about her, a carefree, joyful presence that seems to draw people in. It's not just her beauty that captivates, but her energy, her ability to enjoy the moment and make others around her feel at ease. This is the essence of lightheartedness, a quality that men find wildly attractive, and it's more powerful than you might think. Lightheartedness is about embracing the present with a positive outlook, allowing yourself to be playful and not taking life too seriously. In a world where stress, responsibilities, and the constant drive for success can weigh heavily on everyone, this quality is like a breath of fresh air, especially to the masculine energy, which often leans towards structure, discipline, and logic. Men who are typically conditioned to be more in their heads, focused on goals and accomplishments, find a woman's playful, joyful energy incredibly magnetic. It's not just attractive, it's revitalizing. Masculine and feminine energies complement each other. While masculine energy thrives on action and results, it often lacks the spontaneity and joy that feminine energy naturally brings. When a man encounters a woman who exudes positivity and playfulness, it's as if he's drawn to a source of vitality that he might not find within himself. This dynamic is not just about physical attraction, it's about an energetic exchange that brings balance to his life. But there's more to it than just being lighthearted. The real magic happens when you combine this playful energy with maturity. Imagine the allure of someone who can enjoy life, who can laugh and bring joy to others, but who also knows when to be serious, when to be thoughtful and grounded. This balance is incredibly appealing to a mature, masculine man. It's not about being naive or carefree to the point of irresponsibility. It's about being someone who knows the value of joy and brings it into the lives of others while maintaining a strong sense of self. However, this doesn't mean you need to be happy all the time or pretend to be someone you're not. It's about embracing your natural feminine energy, allowing yourself to be lighthearted when it feels right, and not letting life's challenges harden you. It's okay to let go of stress, to laugh at yourself, and to find joy in the little things, even if everything isn't perfect. Habit 7. Hero instinct. The concept of the hero instinct is rooted in the idea that men, like women, seek to feel valued in relationships, but they often find that value in being a protector, a problem solver, and someone who makes a tangible difference. This doesn't mean you have to play the damsel in distress, far from it, but it does mean recognizing that allowing him to step up in small ways can build a stronger connection. Let's consider 2 scenarios. First, imagine a woman who is hyper-independent, never asking for help, even when she could use it. She's got her walls up, and though she might be strong, this can inadvertently push a man away. He feels unnecessary, unimportant. Contrast this with a woman who, while equally capable, allows her partner to help with little things, a jar that's hard to open, a heavy grocery bag. You invoked his hero instinct. This small act of trust allowed him to step into a role where he feels needed and appreciated, a key to creating a deeper attraction. It's not that she needs him to do these things, it's that she lets him. This small act lets him feel valuable, needed, and more connected. But here's where it gets tricky. The energy behind your actions matters. If you demand that a man steps up in a way that feels obligatory, the attraction can fade. No one wants to feel forced into a role. Instead, create space for him to naturally step into that role, allowing him to choose to be your hero. This is the difference between pulling him closer and pushing him away. Think about it. When you demand someone's help, it's no longer about them choosing to be there for you, it's about obligation. This can erode the very foundation of attraction. On the other hand, when you graciously accept his help or ask for his advice, you're not only letting him into your world, but you're also showing a soft side that can be incredibly appealing. Habit 8. Dress style. Imagine this. You're on a date, and as you walk into the room, his eyes light up. What makes this moment so captivating? Is it the way you're dressed, or the subtle grace in your movements? When it comes to feminine habits that men find wildly attractive, your dress and body language play a crucial role. Think about it. Contrast and polarity are key in creating that magnetic attraction. When you dress in a way that emphasizes your femininity, you're not just wearing clothes, you're making a statement. Opt for dresses, flowing skirts, or styles that enhance your natural curves. Choose colors like red or pink, which are scientifically proven to evoke feelings of warmth and passion. Even the way you style your hair can make a difference. Longer, flowing hair is often seen as more feminine and can add to that magnetic allure. But it's not just about the clothes. Your body language speaks volumes. Imagine yourself as the ocean, fluid, graceful, and ever-moving. This is the essence of feminine energy, contrasting the solid, unyielding rock of masculinity. How you carry yourself, the way you move, and even the subtle gestures you make can create an irresistible attraction. So ask yourself, are you embracing this flow in your interactions? Are you moving with confidence and grace? Or are you holding back, stiffening under the weight of expectations? By embodying this natural rhythm, you not only boost your confidence but also draw others in, creating a dynamic that keeps the passion alive. Remember, attraction isn't just about looks, it's about how you make someone feel. And when you harness the power of feminine dress and body language, you're not just dressing up, you're captivating, intriguing, and leaving a lasting impression. Are you ready to embrace this power? Habit 9. Emotional strength. Imagine being in a relationship where every emotion feels like a tidal wave, exhilarating highs followed by crushing lows. At first, the intensity might seem thrilling, but soon it becomes exhausting, chaotic, and unsustainable. This scenario highlights the importance of emotional strength, a quality that stands out as one of the most wildly attractive habits a woman can possess. Emotional strength doesn't mean suppressing feelings or avoiding vulnerability. On the contrary, it means embracing emotions fully, but with a sense of balance and control. A woman with emotional strength allows herself to feel deeply, but she also knows how to process those emotions in a way that doesn't create unnecessary drama. She experiences the highs with joy and faces the lows with resilience, maintaining an even keel that brings stability to her relationships. Imagine a woman who, despite facing immense personal loss, steps up and leads with compassion and purpose. She doesn't ignore her pain. She acknowledges it, processes it, and then channels it into something constructive. This kind of emotional maturity is incredibly powerful, and it's a trait that many men find irresistibly attractive. Scientific studies have shown that emotional regulation is key to maintaining long-term relationships. People who can manage their emotions effectively tend to have more satisfying relationships and are better equipped to handle stress. This isn't about being cold or detached. It's about being able to experience emotions without being overwhelmed by them. So, how can you cultivate this emotional strength? Start by being mindful of your emotional responses. When faced with a challenge, ask yourself, am I reacting impulsively, or am I taking the time to process my emotions? Are my actions bringing stability or chaos to the situation? By reflecting on these questions, you can begin to develop the kind of emotional resilience that not only enhances your own well-being, but also strengthens your relationships. Remember, emotional strength is not just about surviving the storms of life. It's about thriving in them. It's about being the calm in the midst of chaos, the steady hand that guides the relationship through both calm waters and rough seas. This kind of strength doesn't just attract, it captivates, inspires, and ultimately creates a lasting bond. Habit 10. Express desire. Imagine a scenario where a woman expresses what she truly desires in a relationship without hesitation. She's confident, grounded in her self-worth, and knows exactly what she wants, but there's no trace of desperation or neediness in her voice. This ability to express desire with confidence is one of the most wildly attractive feminine habits that can captivate a man. We all have desires, whether it's for love, connection, adventure, or peace. But what sets apart a woman who is truly magnetic is her understanding of the difference between expressing desire and being needy. Neediness stems from the belief that someone else must fulfill your needs for you to be happy. In contrast, expressing desire from a place of confidence and self-assurance shows that you know your worth and are fully capable of meeting your own needs. This woman desires her partner, but she doesn't need him to complete her. She's a woman of choice, not dependency. She could choose to be with him, choose to be alone, or choose someone else entirely. This autonomy is what makes her so attractive. When she invites her partner to share in her desires, it's not a plea for validation but an empowered request to enhance the connection between them. Studies have shown that people who are clear about their desires and communicate them effectively tend to have more fulfilling relationships. This is because clear communication fosters mutual respect and understanding, essential ingredients for a strong, lasting bond. So how can you embody this habit? Start by owning your worth. Recognize that your desires are valid and that expressing them is not a sign of weakness but a display of confidence. When you communicate your desires, do so with the knowledge that you're inviting your partner to join you in creating a shared experience, not placing the burden of your happiness solely on them. Habit 11. Growth mindset. Imagine a woman who doesn't settle for good enough but constantly seeks to grow, evolve, and push beyond her current limits. This woman possesses a growth mindset, a trait that men find irresistibly attractive. She's not constrained by her present abilities or circumstances, but is deeply connected to a sense of purpose and potential that drives her forward. Whether it's through reading, taking classes, or pursuing her dreams, She's always in the game of life, expanding and improving herself. Her energy is magnetic because it taps into a universal desire we all share, the urge to grow and move forward. When life feels stagnant, depression and discouragement often creep in, leading to thoughts like, "Is this all there is?" But a woman with a growth mindset inspires those around her to break free from the status quo. Her commitment to self-improvement, whether it's in her spiritual connection, career, or health, is contagious. She says to life, "I'm here, I'm getting better, and I'm going to live fully." This type of mindset not only attracts men, but also elevates them. Her drive encourages her partner to step up his game, to grow alongside her, and to embrace life's challenges with the same enthusiasm. When a man sees that his partner is not just content with where she is, but is actively striving to reach new heights, he's inspired to do the same. This creates a dynamic, fulfilling relationship where both partners are committed to personal and mutual growth. Habit 12. Create mystery. In any relationship, openness and communication are crucial, but a touch of mystery can reignite the spark and keep things exciting. This isn't about playing games or being deceptive. It's about purposefully crafting moments of intrigue that captivate and engage. Think of it as creating a story that your partner can't wait to unfold. When you're in the early stages of a relationship, creating mystery can be as simple as taking things slow. In a world where everything is instant, slowing down builds anticipation. It's like a good book. You don't want to rush through it. You want to savor each chapter. This pacing naturally creates tension and excitement as your partner gradually gets to know you. But how do you keep that sense of mystery alive in a long-term relationship? The answer lies in surprises. Whether it's planning a spontaneous date night or wearing something unexpected, these small acts can have a big impact. For example, instead of following the usual routine, imagine disappearing into another room, putting on an outfit he's never seen before, and reappearing with a smile that says, "You're in for a treat." This kind of unpredictability keeps the relationship dynamic and fresh. Men are naturally drawn to variety and new experiences. It's a psychological trait that's rooted in the human brain's reward system. Novelty triggers dopamine release, creating feelings of pleasure and excitement. By introducing mystery into your relationship, you're not only tapping into this natural desire for variety, but also building a deeper emotional connection. So how can you start incorporating more mystery into your relationship? Begin with small, thoughtful surprises that disrupt the norm. Send a cryptic message during the day, plan a surprise outing, or introduce an element of playfulness into your intimate moments. These actions don't just add excitement, they remind your partner that there's always more to discover about you. In the end, mystery isn't about hiding who you are. It's about revealing yourself in layers, letting your partner peel back each one with anticipation. It's about creating a narrative that keeps him hooked, eager to see what happens next. Habit 13. Appreciation. Imagine you're in a relationship where every time your partner does something kind, whether it's opening a door, solving a problem, or just being there for you, you respond with genuine appreciation. You don't just say thank you out of habit. You express your gratitude with sincerity, letting him know how much you value his efforts. This isn't just a polite gesture. It's a powerful feminine habit that men find wildly attractive. Appreciation is a subtle yet profound way of receiving love and care. It's about recognizing and acknowledging the effort your partner puts into the relationship. When a man feels appreciated, it boosts his confidence and reinforces his sense of purpose within the relationship. This isn't about inflating his ego, but rather about showing that his actions are seen, valued, and cherished. There's a psychological principle at play here, often referred to as the Ben Franklin effect. Named after the famous statesman who observed that people are more likely to like someone they do favors for rather than someone who does favors for them. This effect suggests that when we invest in others, we feel more connected to them. By appreciating your partner's efforts, you're not just making him feel good, you're deepening the bond between you. Let's take a closer look at how this plays out in real life. Suppose your partner goes out of his way to plan a special evening for you. Instead of just enjoying the moment, you make a point to express how much it means to you. You might say something like, "You're so thoughtful. This evening was perfect. I feel so loved and cared for." This kind of response not only makes him feel appreciated, but also motivates him to continue doing thoughtful things because he knows it brings you joy. Appreciation also ties into the idea of not feeling obligated to reciprocate immediately. It's not about keeping score or feeling like you have to do something in return. Instead, it's about receiving his gestures with gratitude and letting that be enough. This pure form of appreciation can strengthen the relationship without creating a transactional dynamic. So, how can you cultivate this habit of appreciation? Start by being mindful of the little things your partner does. Whether it's a grand gesture or something small, make it a point to acknowledge it. Use specific, heartfelt language that shows you truly value his efforts. Over time, this practice can transform your relationship, making it more fulfilling and deeply connected. In conclusion, mastering the 13 feminine habits men find wildly attractive can truly elevate your relationships and enhance your personal allure. By embracing these feminine qualities, you not only highlight what makes you uniquely captivating, but also foster deeper, more meaningful connections. Remember, it's not about changing who you are, but about enhancing how you naturally express your femininity. Whether you're exploring how to be more feminine or seeking ways to be feminine in a relationship, these habits can guide you to a more fulfilling and attractive presence. If you enjoyed this exploration of how to be feminine and attractive, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to The Stoic Goddess for more insightful content. Share your thoughts in the comments and ring the notification bell to stay updated on our latest videos. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.